All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua Harakakadash. Number one, us the apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to the elect with your opinion. It's your brother Kawaya. Got a quick lesson for you Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, and Israelites better shame and looking like heathens. This being bear witness that they're a child of Heavenly Father. And the name of Heavenly Father is Yahweh, who the world inly calls Jehovah God, Yahweh. And the name of Heavenly Son is Yahweh Shai, who the world inly calls Jesus Christ, who is the Christos and Yeshua. So I got a quick lesson. Any other precepts come out, you already know it's the Holy Spirit. It's the Holy Spirit, why you believe it or not. And, every now and then, right now, as you can see, when it comes down to the Spirit, it's going into, the history of our people, to let our people know more and more who they are, how they can relate when it comes down to the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? And of course, we already understand for brothers that's into the know. When you call yourself a prophet or you believe yourself as a prophet or a teacher, you know what I'm saying, right? Or even apostle, because apostle means sent forth, you know what I'm saying, right? Which is a messenger, you know what I'm saying? In a way, you can call us the angels, you see, you know, right? Because we put on guard, you know what I'm saying? Like people say guardian angels and stuff, right? And we give warning to the people, you see? And the one thing, speaking of which, let me go to this. This is Second Ezra chapter 14, and I'm gonna start at 13. Because things are finna get worse. You know what I'm saying? The ones that Satan or the demons have a easier way of paving through to mess with, or the ones who are not going to be able to see for themselves. You know what I'm saying? When a demon is coming, because maybe it might be a familiar feeling, and they get off on it and whatnot and stuff, right? Or however way it goes. The thing is that uh 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 I just like what I was gonna say. You know, the demons are gonna the demons know their targets. You know what I'm saying? The demons know their targets, who they gonna target, because remember, Isaiah 59:15, he that depart away from evil, make his soul a prey. And you see it every day. You can be doing some bullshit all day, right? But as soon as you do one thing righteous and stuff, let that demon hop on somebody else and stuff, and guess what? They got a whole lot of lip. You see, right? But hey, the times are going to get worse, so that's going to just do nothing but increase. It's not going to decrease. Only time it decreases and stuff is that the Lord is dealing with those individuals to be able to fight off those demons. But when according to Ephesians the 6th chapter, when Satan shoot them fiery darts and whatnot, if they not used to it or they get off that feeling when Satan comes through on them, right? You know what I'm saying? To do wickedness or to talk shit or whatever it is, guess what's gonna be? They not gonna recognize it and whatnot and stuff, and it's gonna cause them to plummet. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna cause them to come against those who seek after righteousness or look for the propitiation and the sacrifices of making themselves a daily sacrifice unto Yahweh Shem Yahshai. You see, they're gonna come after those and complain about those and have a problem with those out of nowhere. You see, you know, and just to put it out there, because this is where where the spirit is like the wind. When it comes down to it, women being the weaker vessel, expect them to be more and more demonic, more and more. Because look, just like how Esau, Edom, I know I've been talking so like it, bear with me. But here it is when it come down to Esau, Edom, as it says in Revelations 12:12, it says he's going to come down with great wrath because he had but a short time, talking about his kingdom being taken away right before his eyes. Well, guess what? That's also the power of most women, you see? And what you think they finna do, they finna become wicked. I mean, they wicked already, but they finna become more and more wicked because women enjoy the fake independence that they think that they have over Israelite men, and they see that that's crumbling. You see, they see that this shit crumbling. They see that because this is what women try to do when they try to get their way. You already neglecting them, pushing them off. Nah, nicely, nicely. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be rude with it. You can say it with best respect and whatnot, but she don't walk away with the number. You know what I'm saying? Or you don't walk away with her number. You know what I'm saying? Or however way that it is for her to feel like she claimed the victory. Hey, she gonna get mad at that, and then she gonna be like, what certain women say. They be like, oh, they try to put you in a negative spotlight, hoping that it provoke you to go their way. He gay, he gay, he gay, hoping that you want to prove yourself to not being gay by trying to get with them. That shit ain't fucking working. Motherfuckers like, oh, okay, let it be, let it be, let it be. You red flag on you. You know what I'm saying? Right? And then if you dealing or you living good or things are happening and whatnot and stuff, guess what? You will see our ass right there with that scummed up ass face. You know what I'm saying? Ready to try to do damage or hurt to you and stuff because they couldn't get their way. The women gonna be the same way as Esau underneath that vibration. You see? So expect more wickedness. So this is 2nd Esdras 14 and 13. It says, now therefore set thy house in order, right? And first, now this can go two ways. If you had a family, you know what I'm saying, meaning you had children with this woman, you know what I'm saying, right? That would be considered your house. But then what is your first house? Your first house is your own self. You see? The scriptures talk about in Matthew, the 7th chapter, judge not lest thou be judged. You got to have yourself in order and correct. You know what I'm saying? Before you start giving correction to somebody else, especially if it's something that deals with you. So order your house, set that house in order, right? It says, and reprove thy people, being correct them. It says, comfort such of them as be in trouble, and now renounce corruption. See, you got to renounce corruption too. You know what I'm saying? When you go into that Matthew the 7th chapter, it goes into you know, while you over there trying to take the beam out of your brother's eye, you know what I'm saying? You need to first take out the beam out of your eye before you do so. You see? You know, right? So this is renounce corruption and stuff, meaning just put on as the elect, as it says in Colossians, the 3rd chapter. You know what I'm saying? And abstain from that old man day by day, right? So this is on verse 14. It says, let go from thee mortal thoughts, cast away the burdens of man, put off now the weak nature. And what is the weak nature? The way of the flesh. That's what the weak nature is. You know what I'm saying? And those who have not even took the time to exercise themselves to be outside of the flesh. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna be able to handle it. They're gonna increase in wickedness. They're gonna increase in demonicnism. I created a word. Like the scripture says, Jacob is the form of all things, right? They're gonna increase in draconian, feminine measures. You see, you know, you know, they're gonna increase in all these different things. They're gonna increase in all these different things and whatnot and stuff. And you know, you got to be prepared. You see, you got to be prepared. Because vibrations. If you ever seen that movie called, well, actually, I don't know the name of the movie. I just know Denzel Washington was in it, and you had that prisoner, And he was sitting up here saying that time is on my side. Yes, it is. And then when he died, it was like he was a floating invisible spirit that was haunting Denzel Washington everywhere he was going. You see, and uh, when it come down to the vibrations and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Those who appeal towards wickedness, you know what I'm saying, more than righteousness and whatnot and stuff. That's what like how a demon, how anger can fester and become even greater. It's the same way with demonic energy. You see, right? So this is verse 15. No, yeah, 15. It says, "Set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee. Worry about salvation." You know what I'm saying? Because anything else is more than likely going to give you stress, and we know that stress kills. You know what I'm saying? Right? And what's the Lord say? He said, "Cast all your burdens upon Him." You know what I'm saying? Things that's out of your control. Or certain situations and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You pray for salvation. You pray for deliverance. You pray to be protected. You pray to be protected and whatnot and stuff, while everybody else, whoever it might be, ain't praying for those different things, or think they good already, or to think that they finna bastard. I mean, not bastard, but pasteurize you. You see, right? So this is verse 15 again. It says, set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee. You know what I'm saying? What we should do. Matthew 6 tell you that. Don't worry about tomorrow. Here it is. He makes sure that the animal's good. You know what I'm saying? You know, the bird, what do? They find twigs and I think it's called fuse, Fuse. You know what I'm saying? They find different things and whatnot. Even if it's like a foreign thing that they usually don't grab, guess what? They got them a home. Lord gonna make sure that they find them something to eat. You know what I'm saying? Anybody who been downtown and stuff, you see how how uh how the pigeons picked up the hustle. But anyways and stuff. He got the animals, so why not us? So don't stress over it. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time that's a test to see if the Lord got you. I mean, no, just no, what it's like it. Most of the time it's a test. You know what I'm saying? To see if you believe that the Lord got you. Right? So this is verse 15 again. It says, "And set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee, and haste thee to flee from these times." So these times are finna be wicked. It's finna be evil. You know what I'm saying? And when it comes down to Isaiah 4:1, a lot of you guys out there, it's like, yeah, man, I've been out. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just the November, that's a commandment of men, or tradition of men that was newly created, right? But you've been going like a little bit longer and whatnot. Two things. One thing is one thing. It could be the fact that the Lord is keeping, having these different things happen onto you and stuff, so He could keep women, because women are a distraction. You read in 1 Corinthians, the 7th chapter and stuff. It talks about how a woman cares for the world. You know what I'm saying? Well, a man. Let me see if I can find it. Bear with me. All right, so this is 1 Corinthians 7:32. It says, "But I will have you without carefulness." It says, "He that is unmarried carry for the things that belongeth to the Lord." Right? It says, "How he may please the Lord." You see? Yahweh Shem Yahshua. You see? Because you know, because what else would you be paying attention to and stuff, right? So you'll care for what the Lord, how He wants you to move, how He wants you to deal, because in a sense, you know, a righteous man is the wife of the Lord. All of Israel is married onto the Lord and whatnot and stuff. But the Lord is looking for obedient wives and seeking to really dismiss disobedient wives. You see, right? So if you're unmarried and stuff, you're thinking about how to please the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, the Lord is the provider. You know what I'm saying? You know what women want on this earth was the men to provide for them and whatnot and stuff, right? Well, the Lord is the ultimate provider, first and foremost. You know what I'm saying? Because He's the Father of spirits. But then at the same time, you know, we need to be obedient to Him as a woman needs to be obedient to her husband. You see, right? Because He is our husband, right? No homo, right? So it says metaphorically for you homosexuals who try to use that and be like, well, see, if that includes men, you know what I'm saying, then that's male on male affection and stuff, and you know they try to sexualize it and shit and stuff. It's like, nah, bro, that's not what it means, nigga. Get your nasty ass on, change, do that. Because Scripture says that there's a lot of you all who are like that who gonna change and get saved, and you're gonna see the other motherfucker who want to say same-sex marriage and get destroyed, and you're gonna be happy as hell that the Lord put it in your spirit to fucking change. Guaranteed, right? So this is not to veer off, but I'll read again. It says 1 Corinthians 7:32. It says, but I will have you without carefulness. He that is unmarried careth for the things that belong to the Lord. It says how he may please the Lord. Verse 33, it says, but he that is married careth for the things that are of the world, how he may please his wife. You see, you know, because women are of the world. Most women are of the world and stuff. Even the women who say that they claim that they know about the truth or they in the truth and whatnot and stuff, you know what they really looking for? They looking for a scripture and stuff where it shows that they have equality with the man. But really all it is bringing forth that goofy ass feminism. You know what I'm saying? You try to mix it in with the scriptures, you know what I'm saying, where they can find some type of power over the man, because that's really all it is. That's really all it is. You know, and then once a lot of women find out that they can't be demonic as good as it feels, once they find out that they have to be in submission, they have to submit, you know what I'm saying, you know, that they don't have certain powers and stuff that Esau Edom gives, guess what? They like, I ain't fucking with this. They gonna want to fuck with it and stuff when the Lord start putting his foot in their ass, you know what I'm saying? But they ain't gonna fuck with it now. They like what's you know what's that old saying? Well, not old saying, but it's a saying that Jake tends to. Well, I know it came up with Jake. Came was born through Jake. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like these hoes be choosing. Well, guess what? They choose when it come down to religion because they go for stuff that benefits and gives them advantages. That's why they gonna lean onto Esau until Esau betrays their ass. And Esau, Edom is the full-blown spirit of Caucasian, right? Until he lead their ass, you know, or betray their ass, or or uh, or uh, uh, or uh, uh, what is it? I mean, that's only two things and stuff. Because even though you probably be getting all the get great dainties and stuff, Esau's just using you women, Israelite women, Jake women, you know what I'm saying, uh, to be a helping hand out and stuff. But guess what? He's using, you know what I'm saying? Uh, uh, he's using the stone, and there ain't no Loyola fuckers around here. Uh, uh, he's using a stone, you know what I'm saying, to take both of you all out. Because what you Jake women don't understand, it's like, yeah, he probably giving you this and these benefits and whatnot and stuff, but it puts you in a certain mind frame that destroys you. It makes you proud. You see, you know, and what it's doing goes right, ties into where I really want to start at and stuff. It ties in with this. Uh, um, a lot of you all are going to be burning your bridges. You see, a lot of you all will be burning your bridges. You know, you got a whole MGTOW movement where guys are not caring for that pussy like it was before. The only ones who doing it is simps. You know what I'm saying? You know, and it don't matter how strong they are physically, how many guns they tote and whatnot and stuff. That don't mean nothing. If they nose is in your ass and the queen, but they're not considered a king, but she wants to be considered a queen and rule over and whatnot. That Jezebel spirit is what is going to destroy a lot of you men who go out your wits for women. She gonna set you up, or it's gonna be a day where the Lord like, yeah, you ain't gonna be using him like that. I'm finna pick one of your soldiers off. You see, you know, these women gonna get a lot of you all in trouble, and for guys who finally be like, man, damn, I almost got killed because of this bitch. I almost got killed because of this bitch, woo to woo, right? They gonna snap up out of it and stuff, and they ain't gonna deal because that's a light woman. That's a light woman. Light goes into being naive. You know what I'm saying? You know, and the naiveness is gonna be that she thinks she's gonna always start problems and gonna be able to run to somebody else and stuff to take care of that shit. The Lord finna separate a lot of these men away from women like that, bro. You see? So, you know, and if you're a man who dealing with a woman like that, you either try to compromise, you either try to compromise with them, you either try to compromise with them. Yeah, right? You either try to compromise with them and stuff. Other than that, hey, you just gonna have to make the move. You gonna have to break off. You see, right? Right. So I wanted to so verse 1 Corinthians 7:33, it says, but he that is married carry for the things that are of the world, how he may please his wife, because that's their vibration of this world. Esau gave them advantages, you know what I'm saying, when it come down this current era and whatnot. And you think they trying to get that up, they gonna be in the same spirit as Esau, you know what I'm saying, trying to hold on, you know what I'm saying, becoming reckless, gaining more pride, you know what I'm saying, just to do whatever they can and stuff just so they can maintain this bullshit. If anything and stuff, with women having more power over the men within society and stuff, right? You know what that truly and really is? What it is that's a curse. And a lot of females' minds and stuff, they would stay with this curse as long as it meant having power over Israelite men. Not all men, Israelite men. You see? But here it is when it comes down to salvation for a lot of you women. You know what I'm saying? You know, as the Lord is humbling us, you all need to be humble. The words ain't doing enough for you. The words ain't doing enough for you. You see? The words ain't doing enough for you and stuff. You need actions. You need the belt. And guess what? A lot of you women think this way as well. Y'all think, y'all think in order for a person to be corrected in their actions and whatnot, especially if it's against you and your so-called authority, that they need to get their ass whooped. Well, guess what? That same logic is going to be used on a lot of you all in these times to come. And guess what? It's going to be the demons who going to manifest themselves and scare the shit out of you. You see? It's better if you get scared the shit out, because fear is the main motivator and stuff to cause people to change, to walk the correct way. Not according to this world, but according to Yahweh Shem Yahshai. And a lot of you women need this, you see? Because not only if a man, he has a wife and he cares for what his wife dealeth, you know, he cares for the world because his woman cares for the world. If you a beta man or you a guy who go out your wits for women and stuff, right? You know, you'll do anything for the cooch or for that Gawk 3000. You know what I'm saying? You know, if you those type of guys and whatnot, she can get you destroyed. She can get you destroyed. Because what is it? You ain't gonna get none of this. You ain't gonna get none of that and stuff. If you, because like with the Android Tate thing, you know what I'm saying? You know, man could be crazy as hell and whatnot and stuff, but the thing is that he making some facts and some sense. And niggas see it. Niggas see it. I think niggas see it. But for the guys, it's like I don't agree. Shit. Use world, don't abuse it and stuff. I hope you can catch that and stuff, right? But when it come down to it, uh, uh, when it come down to it, you know, I hope you catch it. I hope you catch it. You know what I'm saying? Remember Jake is a supplanter. I hope you catch that. You know what I'm saying? Use the world, don't abuse it. Right? For one, look at that. Yabashim Yashar Ratazah. Call all you like Yabashim Yashar, the water Yabashim Yashar. Barakatah Yahweh. Barakatah Yahweh. You see? Right? So Yabashim Yashar, the water Yahweh. Uh uh, you know, get your kudos if you with your female and whatnot and stuff. You could use her disagreement against those who have information and stuff for your own pleasure. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, women don't like Andrew Tate. They don't like Kevin Samuels. They don't like men and stuff who speak uprightness, and that's the demon that's within them. You see, that's the demon that's within them. And when it come down to the Isaiah 4:1, you can't be looking at it, it's like, oh, I'm finna get a bunch of pussy. You need to look at it like this. You gonna have to exercise those women. Those women are laden with demons. They got different male spirits in them for having a long list of bodies. And when I say body count and stuff, I ain't talking about niggas they was able to get shot or killed and stuff. I'm talking about dicks that they done in the past. You see, you know, some of them dicks are still alive and whatnot. Some of them dicks you don't even know. She probably told you that nigga ain't around, that nigga in jail, or he this, that, and the third and stuff. And the whole time she back and forth every time you piss her ass off. Cause what they lean upon, what he don't know won't hurt him. Well, guess what? The Lord sees that, and the Lord said that He'll punish women in the streets. You know what I'm saying? That are like that, according to Sirach, the 23rd chapter. So you have, as a man, it's not man, you shouldn't be trying to follow up or have your brown nose in this woman, you know what I'm saying, when the Lord already said that her head ain't even wrapped. And she needs to be placed in a situation where she needs to follow, but she trying to lead. She gonna get a lot of people destroyed if she try to stay in that. Because look, a lot of these women and stuff, they underneath the Jezebel spirit. And what happened to Jezebel? The Lord sent a righteous man out of nowhere to stump her the fuck out, and she fell. She fell from the window. She fell from the window because she had power over a lot of men. You know, right? She fell from the window. Her blood was on the wall. She got stumped out by a righteous man. She got stumped out by a righteous man and stuff. And then the dogs ate the rest of her remains, man. You see? You know? And a lot of women are like this and whatnot and stuff. So you have no business following them. What it says in Job 39:17 that he deprived the woman of wisdom and understanding and stuff. You see? So she's carnal by nature. So why would you follow her, man? You see? She gonna get you destroyed. You see? Cause look, I was watching this one guy. He older gentleman, and he was talking about, when women, I want not necessarily done in, but when women can't get their way, the destructiveness, the demonicness that come about of them. He said that when it comes down to black girls and all this shit is true. You know what I'm saying? I'm probably not an old man and stuff, but I had my variations of women and stuff throughout my past, and I know exactly everything that he says and stuff I can most definitely agree with, because it's what they do. If it's a black woman and stuff, she just gonna grab another simp to try to get you killed or jumped or robbed, right? If it's a Mexican Latino woman, you know what I'm saying, she could be Puerto Rican, Mexican, Peruvian, El Salvadorian, Ecuadorian. Well, Ecuador, I think, is Asher. You know what I'm saying? But it could be some mixtures in there between the two. Just to name a few. Venezuelans, you know, the Spanish speaking Jakes, you know what I'm saying, right? They either coming to you with a knife or they calling up their family and stuff saying this, that, and the third, the woo, and not giving the whole story and stuff. And guess what? You gotta, it's another thing too. It's a lot of you guys out there and stuff, when it comes down to your mama, your cousin, your sister, you know what I'm saying, your niece, your daughter. A lot of you all know the bullshit that they be on, but you wanna look, you wanna look, you wanna look, in in their eyes and stuff. Somebody can always come to and whatnot and stuff, and really you ain't putting your foot down. Be like, look, you need to stop doing this shit because first and foremost, ain't no nigga gonna want you. The apostles already said and stuff. They said, I ain't well, for all you guys out there who get sensitive for the word nigga, you know what I'm saying, you shouldn't be if you've been using it for years. You know what I'm saying, and you did the one thing that Amber Rose couldn't do. You made a bad word good, you see, or made well, it's still not good and stuff, but the thing is that it sound good. You know what I'm saying, right? But when it comes down to it, uh, 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 no man is gonna want that. And remember, these women lack fear of their husbands. You know what I'm saying? When it goes into reverence, it means fear and respect. You know what I'm saying, right? And the thing is that a lot of these women don't have that when it come down to men. And with that being the case, and stuff, that gives you okay, that gives you that gives you the right to divorce her. The scripture says if she goes not how thou hast wanted her and stuff, give her the bill of divorce. You see? Give her the bill of divorce. And the apostles, they always been saying, and other brothers that's higher than me in the spirit, right? It don't matter if you want to listen to me or not, it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? All that matters is you getting this word and getting this truth. The thing is this, the apostles, they always say when it comes up, it's like, if she's being a hindrance, work it out. You know what I'm saying? Work it out, of course. But if she's being a hindrance, remember, she's the weaker vessel. You know what I'm saying? You're just gonna have to put up with it. It's like, yeah, well, shit. Scriptures do say that she like this and whatnot and stuff. So let me not act brand new. Let me act brand new and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Let me just deal with it. Let me be patient with it because the Lord is being patient with me. Let me be patient with her. You know what I'm saying? But if it's coming to the point where it's like she trying to do everything that she can and stuff for you to pay attention to her and stuff, because look, I don't slack you for the rambling, but you could sit up here, give all the attention and whatnot. Say if you got another room to go to or another place or you got the car and whatnot and stuff, this woman will follow you, try to find you. She'll follow you and try to find you and whatnot and stuff just so you can pay attention to her. And really all it is a demon igniting her and stuff to try to interrupt you from following the laws. I mean, not following the laws, statute commandments, but seeking after the Lord. You see, you know, you know. And then if you don't give her that attention and stuff, she's gonna literally feel like you neglecting her and stuff. When really, it's the only thing that's starting her up is the demon. You see, to try to hinder you. You see, but Salakia, uh, uh, so hey, for women and stuff who watch my videos or you listen and stuff or some, no matter how much you hate me, no matter how much you hate me and stuff, I hope it works for you and stuff because you're gonna have to get out this mind frame. You don't have no golden ticket into the kingdom. You can the brother Hazak, you know what I'm saying, right? Uh, elder from Mississippi camp and whatnot. He did a sit down a while ago. Well, not so recent, you know what I'm saying, but probably like last year. And he had said that uh I think this was his other page. I think it was like Khazak 777 or something like that around them lines. And he was saying that a lot of women had got with righteous men and stuff just to get judged. So that means that guess what? You could have been having sex with a righteous man and whatnot, but you had sex with him just so you could do him bogus or do him dirty or try to put him in some type of trap and whatnot, just so you could be killed. Just so it can solidify your seat as a 2/3 if you within America, that is. But then it goes the same way with any other woman. you know what I'm saying, that's outside America and stuff who's following light ways. You see, you can get yourself in trouble, right? So going back to the second Esdras chapter 7, second Esdras in Apocrypha chapter 14, verse 15, it says, and set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee. One of the thoughts for a man and stuff, you got children with this woman. You know what I'm saying? I ain't talking about stepfather and you built to the bond and stuff, you know what I'm saying? That could sort of be the same and stuff as well and whatnot and stuff, right? But I'm talking about when it comes down to your actual children. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry if she threatened to take the kids away. Yeah, it's gonna hurt and whatnot and stuff, but it's just part of your trial. You might get those kids back. You might win the custody fight and stuff and get the kids, and she don't get them. Because if she's of the world and stuff, what you think she gonna teach the kids to be of the world? If your children look like you and stuff, guess what? She gonna be on some bullshit with those kids. She gonna be on some bullshit with them kids. You see, right? So it says, and haste thee to flee from these times, because the times are evil. The times are evil. Like the times are evil. If they the weaker vessel and stuff, then guess what? Satan gonna be grander and greater on them just to fuck with you. Right? So it says, verse 16, it says, for yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter. For look how much the world shall be weakened through age, so much the more shall evil increase upon them that dwell therein. And those who dwell in the world, they finna become even more and more evil. They finna be evil as hell, bro. You know what I'm saying? There's situations in the past, from years ago and stuff, testimonies that I heard from brothers, you know what I'm saying, where, you know, it, or it was testimonies that was on old video, like maybe 6 years ago, old videos on testimonies on individuals and stuff that was calling brothers jobs to get them fired or trying to get their kids taken away from them, trying to call them terrorists and this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? That ain't nothing new when it comes down to a female doing it. You see? Because everybody's going to look at her as being so innocent. It's like, hey, she wouldn't do this. She wouldn't do it. Yes, she would. That's why the MGTOW movement is here. It ain't just because, oh well, she's unreasonable or this, that, and the third. No, a lot of women and stuff has sought to destroy men's lives, and niggas had it of it. That's why you have the movement. That's why you have the movement of MGTOW or Red Pill or those and stuff who's or some who's seeking to be a eunuch. You know what I'm saying? Because it might be a little too much, or they might cross the line and might really mess them up. You know what I'm saying? You see, right? So you know what I'm talking about. If you with a girl and she let her be one of those females who like to put her hands, on your face and stuff, or to try to provoke you and stuff. Be like, I dare you touch me. I dare you touch me. But she trying to get you to touch her. You know what I'm saying, right? Uh, um, hey, the Lord gonna deal with them. The Lord is going to deal with them. Don't worry. The Lord is going to deal with these women. Matter of fact, let me get this. This is Deuteronomy chapter 2nd Esdras 16 and 33. It says the virgins. Now, virgins can go into the word Bathwala, the Hebrew word, which means uh, uh, it means young woman. You know what I'm saying? And then Ilama, the definition for that and stuff is a woman who never had sex before. So it could go either way. She could be a young woman. Ezekiel 9:4 tell you that a maid is a young woman, 12 years old and up and stuff. A maid is a young woman, right? So it's uh, uh, and in this society and stuff, they ain't gonna be virgins for long. They ain't gonna be virgins for long and stuff, right? So according to the main definition worldly definition and stuff that most people use when it comes down to virgins. So this is 2nd Ezra 16:33. It says, the virgins shall mourn, having no bridegrooms. The women shall mourn, having no husbands. It says, their daughters shall mourn, having no helpers. Verse 34, it says, in the war shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish of famine. You see, you know, right? So when it comes down to it, you know, people would probably look at me as like, oh, you're you're adding on to the scriptures, or you trying to take away with the scriptures. When I say this, uh, uh, a lot of guys are gonna be telling women no. They're gonna be telling them no. You know what I'm saying? You know, because I want to bring up the Isaiah 4:1. It says 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying that they eat wear their own apparel, eat their own food. Only let them be called by thy name to take away their reproach. And their reproach goes into the word shame. And what's the shame? Their sins. You know what I'm saying? You see, right? But you have to understand that you'll be exercising demons. You'll be, you know, and it's gonna be by the way of sex and stuff, because when it comes down to marriage, the only way to get the last name of the man and stuff, or be underneath his hedge, you know what I'm saying, right? Is through, or to be underneath his name and stuff, so to say, is through marriage. I mean, that's the way how marriage goes and stuff according to the world, but according to the Bible, it's through sex. You know what I'm saying? According to the Bible and stuff, is through sex. You see, it's through sex, and the thing is that it's going to be totally up to the man if he wants to deal with that woman or not. She can't force her way there. You know what I'm saying? Because think about it like this: you just gave it for females out there where it's like, I'm waiting to eat drunk. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna wait until he underneath the influence and stuff. He ain't gonna even know about me. But every time he pray for his family and stuff, guess what? I'm gonna be in there. Hey, no, you won't. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna work that way. You know what I'm saying? Because if you doing that, if you doing it that way and stuff, then that shows that you uncooperative, that you'll do anything that you can and stuff just to get your way if this man disagreed with you. You see, you know. And men gotta understand this stuff. You're gonna have to exercise demons on these women and stuff, because guess what? A lot of these women, not only are they teaching younger women, according to Ezekiel 16:44 and 45, how to lure their husbands and whatnot, and how to manipulate and rule. The thing is that a lot of these women and stuff has been single, or been dipping and dabbing and stuff, POF, plenty of fish, you know what I'm saying, you know, the dates, you know what I'm saying, dating, they have sex with these men, and they catching these spirits of these different men and whatnot and stuff, right? And when you have sex with that woman and stuff, guess what? You're gonna see different personalities in her. She's gonna look like she got multiple personalities. She's gonna look like that she has multiple personalities. She gonna be on some she gonna be on some you gonna see the demon in her, or the multiple demons on her. You see? Now remember, when it came down to Legion had a bunch of demons. Well, guess what? There's some women out there who damn near the same. You got some women out there and stuff that's damn near the same, who are Legionesses. If that makes sense and stuff, right? So pretty much, and the Lord is going to put it on our spirit and stuff to be able to peep this out before you even think about laying with her, before you think about having sex. So if she's trying to put on the front, where it's like, I'm gonna act like I'm a wholesome woman, a traditional woman and stuff, but the whole time she like every other female who looking for the wedding ring. You know what I'm saying? She played a part and stuff, but then as soon as she get the wedding ring and get the permission and stuff to take half your shit, you know what I'm saying, just in case she ready to go, or things don't work out and it's really based on her, guess what's gonna happen? She gonna show her true colors, and you gonna be sitting up there like, damn. I had sex with this girl. You're gonna be mad as hell, you know. But hey, a lot of women gonna be told no in these times. They gonna be told no, and when they get told no, as you can see and stuff in most of these videos, they either trying to bust your windshield, scratch your tires, scratch your car up. You know what I'm saying? They trying to put you through some system and whatnot. Nowadays and stuff, you need to make you a sex tape and stuff. You know why? Because she might sit up here and say that you raped her. You see? She'd probably tell you she consented to you and stuff, but let some bullshit come up or let something come in her mind that she just creatively thought of and whatnot, and guess what's gonna happen? Your ass in court for some shit you ain't do. And she's sitting up there lying and stuff. And don't let her be able to get some money up out of you and stuff, because guess what? Your life don't mean shit, but that money do. You see? You know? So just pay attention, man. You know, Isaiah 4:1 is a test, and when it comes down to the elder apostle, special apostle Kabar, he said a lot. He said the main thing that causes men of the Lord, or well, I don't want to say men of the Lord, but men who been in this truth and stuff that fell away and whatnot. The main reason and stuff be because of women. It be because of women. You see, you know, it be because of women. You know, and if it wasn't for business, you know, if it really it for the end all be all, what it really is sex. It's the sex. You know, a female, she man, get on your nerves. You know she ain't good for you and whatnot. But if that sex good, a nigga would stay. A nigga would stay. He'll shit. If I'm gonna die a little early and stuff, as long as I die, give me some of that good. You know, which is stupid. That's dumb. You see, you know, and that's really what it is and stuff. But guess what? In these times to come, you ain't gonna want to deal. You ain't gonna want to deal. You're gonna be picking and choosing. I remember the brother Shakal, me, him, and Ramaki was talking and stuff. I'm saying we finna get a bunch of girls. We finna get a bunch of girls. And Shakal was like, even in that time and stuff, we're not gonna be even in that spirit. And look how it is. And I'm referring to myself and whatnot. I ain't even trying to deal, man. I ain't even trying to deal because it's more problematic than you think, and it's more complicated. You know what I'm saying? You got a female who's used to getting her way, but she has to submit, and she ain't trying to. And you know, the scriptures do say in Psalms 110, it says, "My people shall be willing in the day of thy power." Right? And I understand that. Ecclesiastes 1:9. Some of these women gonna be so demonic. You could have spiritual powers, and she'll still be fucking rebellious. Look at you know, what if she get tired? It's like, I don't want to, you know, I'm tired of listening to the men. I'm tired of listening to the men, and they get a deal from Esau or some other heathens. Hey, look, I'll pay you this and I'll pay you that and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I just need you to help me set your man up so we can take him down and stuff. And you can have all this money. Well, what's her name? Delilah, that was Samson's wife. She took the money over a man who had super strength. You see? And remember the Lord said he deprived of all wisdom. I wouldn't be surprised that a woman be like, yeah, you probably got some powers. You probably can fly. You can probably woo to woo. You know what I'm saying? But I want to be able to live life like how I used to and whatnot. And if I got to turn you in, I'm going to turn you in. You see? You know? It's a lot of responsibility when it comes down to dealing with a woman. It's not just sex. You see? And if you just want sex and stuff, grab you a prostitute. You know what I'm saying? You know? So, because it's lawful into the scriptures. And the only thing I can say, don't get caught. That's all I can say. Don't get caught. You know? So I hope this video was edifying. I'd like to give all honor and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahshua Harakakadash. Double honor to apostles, the great millstone, and citations to your elect, which you all defeat. One with Bob, Yahshua.